Alright guys, we got a Cadillac CTS here. I'm gonna be changing some studs on this car. The very first thing I want to do before removing the wheel and the rest of the stuff so I can change the stud is I want to make sure that the steering wheel is not locked. So I gotta take the key, turn it to the unlock position so that the steering wheel doesn't lock when I move my wheel left and right, because I need to this is gonna give me room to access the stud. So just make sure it's not in the lock position, because if it locks you won't be able to move your wheel. Unlock it, and now we can go out and start working. What I'm gonna do is take the brakes apart. I gotta take this caliper off the bracket and take the rotor off, and then we can access the studs a little better. So let me do that for you real quick. This is where we're at right now. Right now what I gotta do is hammer this stud out, but I think it's gonna hit right here. Look, I took 4 of them out. This guy actually wants to do the 5th one because he wants them all the same. So I gotta hammer this out, but it's gonna hit right here on the spindle. So what I'm gonna do is on the back, there's 3 nuts that I gotta remove so I can move the hub away from the spindle, and that'll give me enough room so that I can get it out. Some of them you can do without that, but a lot of them you're gonna have to do it like this. So, or you're gonna have to press the spindle out, pull it out a little bit so you have room for the new stuff. So let me show you how that looks. This one you just gotta hammer out, so watch this. See that there's no room here to get it off. You can try different spots, but chances are it's not gonna come out. So what I'm gonna do right now is take off these bolts so that I can move the hub out. That right there, that looks good. All right, let me I gotta use a swivel here. I'm gonna use a swivel socket so that I can access these bolts. On this Cadillac, these are 18mm. I'm only gonna take it about that much. I don't need to take them all the way out because I just need to move the hub a little bit out. Shit, I took that one out. Just want to leave it on there. Let me turn the spindle the other way. This way I have better. Alright, I think that should give us enough room. Let me show you what this looks like. So, I'd say we got about 1/2 inch right there. And that should be enough to get the stud out. Now we just gotta put the other one in. This one, coming in. So to get that in there, I'm gonna use this stud installer. So check it out. I'm gonna use this stud installer, and I'm gonna use a nut to, I guess, pull it in. These are the new lug nuts that he's gonna use, but you don't want to use this one to pull the stud in. You always want to use a different one because you will wear out the edges. So basically, this just goes over the stud. It goes over the stud like that, and then this one grabs onto it. And then we're just gonna, with the impact, we're gonna turn it, and then this is gonna start coming in, and it's gonna be pressed in. So let me see if I can zoom you in and get you a better view. And that's all it takes. Now we just gotta take off this nut. And there it is. That's what it looks like. Let me show you. Basically what you want is the stud to be flush with the hub, and you can see that on all of them. So customer wanted to get all of them done. Obviously it would have been easier to just replace the whole hub bearing assembly, but it would have been a lot more expensive. These studs are pretty cheap, so just a little bit more labor intensive, but he wanted all new studs, so that's what we got to give him, you know. So Now I just got to put everything back. I got to put the rotor and brake pads and calipers and everything back on here. Put the wheel back, and then should be good to go after that. So that's how you put studs in pretty much any car. You can just gun it in, and that's it. Doesn't take much. You can do it yourself. That's it for this one. Just a little quick tip on replacing your studs. You might have a broken stud, you might have a strip stud, but either way, it's the same procedure for just about any car. You hammer out the stud and then you pull the other one in with a stud installer, or you can do it with any other tools, but this is just the way that I do it. So that's it. I mean, some of them you'll be able to clear, some of them you're gonna have to pull the hub out a little bit so you can make room for the stud to fit. So that's it. So don't forget to like, comment, and hit that subscribe button so you can see more of the videos coming up. Peace.